guys, it's the Fisher Brad.
And I'm Dom.
And today we're going to go over the best ultralight fishing setup. Right here is an FDDR 13 ball bearing reel. I got an Ugly Stick GX2 ultralight. I'm running a snap swivel for my lures. And right here is a size 2 Joe's Fly 1/16 ounce. On the reel here, I'm using 8-pound P-line fluoro clear line. For ultralight fishing, the #1 lure you guys can get is the Joe's Fly. They come in multiple sizes here, as well as some spoons. Some other lures you guys might want to pick up for ultralight fishing is the Panther Martins and the Maps. All the lures I talked about earlier work extremely well for ultralight fishing as well as normal fishing. However, with the ultralight, you can cast these lures a lot farther. Oh, oh, big one, big one, big one, big one. Yeah. 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 Yep. Big brown. Oh, dude, that Joe's Fly worked amazing. Big brown, dude. Big brown. Look at that, guys. Can I open that for a second so I don't lose this fish? Look at that. It's a good solid brown, guys. I think this is the size 2 Joe's Fly. As you just saw, I caught this gorgeous brown trout right there. My newest sponsor, Joe's Flies. I got on the #2 spinner. I'm gonna look up the exact fly to see exactly what one I got it on. I'm gonna go ahead and release it right now. Right here is the exact lure that I got it on, guys. And it actually got a hold by the treble. So if it didn't have the treble, I wouldn't have got this fish.
Now what I like to run, guys, I like to run flies. I had really good luck on the green and black fly today. Tipped with a little bit of worm.
Wrapped around a stick.
Yeah, there's something tearing up.
Yeah, I'll go back and get it. Just remind me to get that one.
I'm sure we can see.
Yeah. That might be where it is, because we can't really cast over there because of that bush. Yeah.
Get the net, get the net, get the net.
Where does it? Little rainbow. It's gotta be 20 degrees colder over here. So that must be water coming from the house, huh? It's just colder because there's shade or what? Well, it's a good thing I'm clearing out all these freaking weeds out of there. Oh, oh, oh! Yeah! Oh! There's one hole. Oh, got one already. Got one already. Yeah. Got one. Oh, dude, I got another one. I said just take 2 more casts. Or 3 more casts. Because my guess is we keep pushing the fish that way. That's what I'm guessing is happening. Take 1 more cast. Good cast. Cast right here. Cast underneath that bush. Oh!
He's spitting.
Even though this is cold water too, a lot of the times they say warm water kills them. Nice! Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, it's between my legs. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah. Fish? Oh, yeah. And you're making me not want to leave now. Coming. Big? Oh. Yeah. Alright guys, now that I showed you all the fish in action, I'm going to show you guys the lures over again and tell you why I think they work so well. So right here, the Joe's fly. Like I said, I caught that brown trout on the treble hook. A lot of trout are short striking fish. So having that extra hook at the very end of the lure makes it a lot easier to keep fish hooked on for a long time. Sometimes some streams don't allow having a treble hook on it and they only allow a single hook. But Joe's Flies knows this happens, so they allow it to be very easily snipped off. There's a tiny piece of like white tied line right there and you can easily cut it off with some tweezers or some scissors. The second lure I showed you guys is the Panther Martin. Now, the reason why I think this lure works so well is because it's super reflective in the water. I find that anything reflective with spinner baits and just inline spinners in general works extremely well for attracting fish. Dom's fishing style was a little bit different at times when he was using flies. He tips his flies with a worm, folds the worm in half, and just puts a little bit on the hook so it stays on. He likes to throw it out there and drag it on the bottom, and it causes a lot of trout strikes. Now, I learned a lot this weekend, and so I'm going to give you some of the tips to hopefully help you locate some trout. So first off, trout love cold water, and we fished that whole river. As you guys can see, when I turned around after I caught that big brown trout, it opened up to a gigantic river, and that water in the river was extremely warm. However, walking by that creek that dumped into the river, it was about 20 degrees colder, and that's where all the fish love to stockpile. We kept going back there, and they just kept flowing down the creek, and we just keep casting in the same spots. As you guys can tell, we caught most of our fish in the same general location. We just pertained to fishing that same spot, allowing fish to flow down the river to eventually find our lures. Once we fished that spot for a very good time and we did not get any more bites, that's when we decided to move, because allowing more fish to come in will give us more chances of catching a lot more fish. Once we were sure we weren't going to catch any more fish, we went ahead and moved on and explored the rest of the creek. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you liked this video, I'd really appreciate you giving a like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to hear from you guys on what you guys would like to see next. Whether it be trout fishing, pike fishing, anything like that, just tell me what you guys want to see and I'll try to make it happen. I am super excited. I'm actually going to Alaska today, so hopefully I'll have a lot of salmon footage coming to you guys soon.